As the Omicron coronavirus variant blazes throughout the United States and as more and more hospitals become overwhelmed with unvaccinated COVID patients as a result, Ben Shapiro has decided to share his theory on what's actually leading to those hospitals being overwhelmed. He doesn't think that it's because people are unvaccinated. He thinks it's because there are vaccine mandates. Well, maybe he has a point, who knows? Let's hear what he has to say.
You know, it seems like the president won his election because of, he was said to be the one that could fight the virus. That has been a lie. I don't think anybody really had the tools to fight the virus. It is a virus. You can only mitigate things by giving states the tools. So I guess my question is, if he won because of that, will he lose because of that as well?
I mean, I think the answer is yes. The president overpromised and underdelivered. He made a promise that was a complete lie, and that was that he was going to be able to shut down the virus. As you say, no one has the capacity to shut down this virus. As we've seen in states that have extraordinarily high percentages of their citizens vaccinated, you're still seeing huge spikes. Now, what's amazing about all of this that we're seeing right now is that people are panicking over Omicron. Omicron is not causing mass death. It is not causing mass hospitalization. In fact, the problems that we are having in terms of hospital shortages are largely due to the vax mandates and a lot of healthcare workers who are not going back to work because they're not allowed to work. The reality is that in half the country right now, people are living normal lives. They're going about their daily business. And in another half of the country, and in the halls of the White House, precisely the opposite is true. There's a mandate for everyone to panic, no matter whether the data supports the panic or not.
All right, so there's a lot to unpack there. I just want to make a few quick points, starting with the argument that Biden overpromised and underdelivered. Listen, I remember Biden telling the American people in a press conference, in an address to the American people that, hey, we're gonna roll out the vaccine, please get vaccinated, and by the 4th of July, this is supposed to be 4th of July of 2021, you'll be able to go to the barbecues and enjoy yourselves. The thing that I think people have a hard time understanding about a novel virus is that the situation is unfortunately fluid and things change. And so yes, it does appear that he overpromised, but I don't think that, look, at the time everyone believed that if we get most people vaccinated, we'll be in the clear. But here's the truth. If most people are vaccinated, fully vaccinated, they are in the clear in that it is very unlikely that they will be hospitalized or that they will die from coronavirus. Are breakthrough infections possible? Yes. But even as the number of COVID cases rise as a result of new variants, if most people are vaccinated, the number of hospitalizations shouldn't rise. And if you look at hospitals right now, the ones that are overwhelmed with unvaccinated coronavirus patients. We want to avoid that. That is the heart of the issue here. And they seem to, I don't know why, have some sort of vested interest in withholding that information from their audience. And I don't know, like, why?
Yeah, well, let me try to break it down in a couple of ways. So first off, on Biden, you've seen us criticize him 1,000 times. And I probably call him a liar more than any left-winger, right-winger, or anyone in the middle. And so I can list all the things that he said he was gonna do, and he didn't do at all, and he never intended to do. But I don't think this one's on Biden at all. So, and you could see in that question what the right-wing agenda was. And we should have seen it earlier, which is he said, well, if he can't control the virus, I guess he should lose the election, right? Meanwhile, they've been telling their audience, don't get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated.
Good point.
And now they're saying, oh, look at that. Coronavirus is out of control. If Trump lost because of it, I guess Biden should lose because of it. How callous they are is grotesque. So now, Biden handled the coronavirus perfectly. No, we've talked about different things he should have done, including having more tests out there, et cetera. But overall, that's the one area where he's done pretty well. They did pass a COVID relief bill. They have actually pushed for science. And the right wing says, because again, they know their audience doesn't care about logic. They say, now remember, being unvaccinated is awesome. Can you believe Biden's got all these hospitals filled? But wait a minute, the hospitals are filled with the unvaccinated.
No, it all makes sense now. Because remember, earlier this week we shared a story regarding red states who are furious over the fact that the Biden administration is trying to distribute the monoclonal antibody treatments, which are limited and in short supply, evenly across all states that need it, right? There were 7 states that were hoarding the vast majority of the monoclonal antibody treatments that were available. And all of those states happen to be red states that have discouraged people from getting vaccinated. The only state in that list that has above 50% full vaccination rate is Florida. But the point is, the reason why I bring that up is because they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to give the perception that coronavirus is out of control and Biden should lose his reelection campaign as a result of that. But in an effort to prevent deaths, it's like Regeneron, monoclonal antibodies. Like, we need to get our hands on that to mitigate the damage that we're doing to our own freaking constituents with this disinformation.
Totally. And so one last thing about Shapiro. Sleight of hand, that's what we break down here. He says some of the states with the biggest vaccination rates still have hospital surges, but he didn't tell you who's in the hospital.
Right.
Even though they have big vaccination rates, they still have a significant minority that are unvaccinated because of people like Ben Shapiro and Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson, etc. Now, it's the unvaccinated that are over 90% of the people in the hospitals. Now, that's not us saying it. It's every doctor, it's every hospital saying it, including in red states, rural areas. Go check talk to your actual doctors and hospitals in your area. They'll tell you the same thing. So you see that? They get you guys, if you're a right winger, they endanger your health and your life. And then they go, oh, you see that? You should blame Biden for it. Worst people on earth. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.